What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman of GBP Daily, and welcome to Rob's Table Talk. A big shout out to everybody who's tuned in so far for the show. We're probably in week 7, week 8 into this thing now, and I've had a blast talking Packers, whatever else you guys are throwing in the chat. So thank you. You're the reason I'm here, and I greatly appreciate it. 1 second here while I figure out some technical difficulties. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. 1 second here. Okay, we're back. We're back. Had a little issue. Sorry about that. It is Tuesday. And although it is officially Buccaneers week, it's hard to just move on from a much-needed win over our rivals in the Bears at home. Another beatdown in prime time. Just overall exactly what we needed. Allen Lazard came back, had some big plays, a third down conversion, a touchdown, almost another touchdown if Rodgers puts it on the money. But nonetheless, he's back. He looked good out there, and I'm excited to see what kind of numbers he puts up this year. If you got any predictions on how many touchdowns, how many yards Allen Lazard's going to have, throw them in the chat. He had a good night on Sunday night, and hopefully it continues. So on top of that, Elgton Jenkins was back. He had an all right game, but overall he looked like somebody who didn't play football for 9 or so months, which is understandable because he didn't. Bears pass rush is good, but we needed him out there, and coach said just that after the game. If he wasn't out there, he said he doesn't think we win the game. So props to Elgton for putting in the work, grinding to get back out there. So big shout out to Elgton Jenkins. So quick hitters here before we get rolling. Buccaneers, they've got some injury issues. You never wish injuries on any team, no matter what team they're on, any players. But Julio Jones, Chris Godwin missed last week. And at this point, I'm not sure if they're going to go this Sunday against us. Mike Evans is suspended for the game. However, there will be a decision about his appeal tomorrow. So we'll see if he can go. Obviously, him and Marshawn Lattimore got after it last weekend. He came out of nowhere and just smoked him, which is just crazy. Those two guys absolutely hate each other. So none of it matters, though. None of it matters because ultimately I think we go down there and get a win. Ride the run game. Get Allen Lazard rolling. Get Tunyon involved a little more. Create some turnovers on Tom Brady. We'll be good. We'll be good. So let's hop in the chat. How's everybody doing? We got Icy starting us off over on YouTube. Sammy Watkins with the eyes emojis. Let's go. Sammy Watkins, a player who, not everybody was ecstatic about signing. Veteran. He's never had a full season. He's never played a full season besides his rookie year due to injury-related stuff. So he's been injury prone. But that stops here in Green Bay. He's going to be here all year, hopefully. And if he is, hopefully he can build on what he did Sunday night. 3 catches on 4 targets for 93 yards, I believe. That's great. A big 55-yarder, too, right when we need it. Latin, yes, Akeem Hicks is also out. Longtime Bears stud. He's also out for Sunday's game. Not officially. Coach Todd Bowles of the Buccaneers says he does not think he will play. But that's huge because every time we go against Akeem Hicks, he's a game wrecker. He's a great player. But unfortunately, he will not be going Sunday for the time being. Anthony, I want more action from Dobbs and Watson. Hey, they have more targets than anybody on the team. So it'll come, though. It'll come with time. It'll come as they get on the same page with Rodgers a little more. Good start, though. Man, we had the first play of the season. The first play of the season dialed up for Christian Watson. He couldn't bring it down. It hurts me talking about it, but we're going to move on. They have the most targets out of all of our receivers, Romeo and Christian. So let's keep it rolling. These guys are talented. So get them the ball in space and let them do their thing. Romeo Dobbs had the play of the game last week. On 2nd and 28, he takes that screen, gets them in 3rd down and manageable. And, yeah, the rest is history. That's a huge play. And he took a screen for a good gain later in the game as well. So MJ Cobb stepped up big time. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, he's still got it. He's still got it, baby. That Rodgers Cobb connection, that chemistry they have, that outweighs the age. He's playing a little slow, but that connection, man, I'm telling you, that 3rd down conversion, 3rd and Cobb, come on, man, he just gets 3rd down conversions, and I love it. Smitty over on YouTube, what is your take on the Bucs bringing in Cole Beasley? Well, that tells me they're concerned with their receiver group heading into this weekend, which they should be. Mike Evans suspended, Julio Jones and Chris Godwin. Not sure if they'll be playing. Julio Jones, by the way, a person that a lot of Packer fans wanted to come to Green Bay. However, there were injury concerns with him. And look, he's already missed a game. It's only week 2. He could miss another one in here in week 3. And yeah, the Packers at this moment seem to make the right move. Now, if he plays, is he going to go off against us? Probably, because that's just how it works for the Packers. But right now, I think they made the right move. So my take on the Buccaneers bringing Cole Beasley in, my take is that they're probably concerned with their receiver group. So, Smitty, thank you for the question, man. I appreciate it. Paul, we just have to be patient with these receivers. They will be fine. Paul, I'm right there with you, man. 2 games in, they've both shown some flashes. They both shown some growing pains. So yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Be patient. Let them develop, and yeah, they're gonna be good. They've got talent. They've got the best quarterback of all time throwing them the ball. So I'm not worried. Icy, we need more production from our defensive tackles, not going to lie. Kenny Clark was wrecking fools Sunday night. However, they're not making huge plays that are splash plays on the television. I haven't dived back into the film yet. It's been a crazy 2 days this week. But you don't hear of them as much. Jerron Reed, though, stuffed the Bears offensive line on that 4th and goal. So if they're going to make a play like that a game, I'll take it. So I'm going to take what Paul said. Just be patient. For me, this isn't for you, Icy. I'm not telling you what to do. Trust me. I'm going to be patient, and we'll see how it works. It's rage. This is a hot take. Everyone has been talking about this at my high school. If Brady didn't have a demon team, Aaron would be 100% better. What's your opinion? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that, man. If you want to clarify that a little bit, I would be happy to answer it. Harmon, were those jerseys signed in person or bought? Love talking about my collection, so thank you for the question. Personally, I only collect things that I've gotten signed myself in person. So whether it's at a signing, whether it's at training camp, the ones you see behind me, for those of you on Instagram, Lazard, Dylan, Favre, Crosby, the pictures below. I've gotten pictures of them getting them signed. Thanks to my wife. She's right there with me for all of them. She makes sure to get a great picture of the action. Alan Lazard was at a signing down in Des Moines in March. A.J. Dillon was just this past training camp. You can't really see the pictures very well. He was coming back up from practice, had his jersey out, and he walked right over, signed it for me. Mason Crosby, that happened last year, Monday night game against the Lions. As he was coming back in from pregame warmups, he stopped by, signed the jersey for me. Brett Favre was at a signing earlier this year in February. So got about 16 total. So I've been grinding, getting these autographs, and I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. Thank you for the question. Love talking about collections, man caves, all that stuff. It's always fun. Jack, Rodgers needs to read the Bucs defense. Hey, he's as good as anybody when it comes to reading the opposing defense. Matt Flynn, yes, Packers legend Matt Flynn tweeted out during the game on Sunday that Rodgers was telling the offensive line and the offense what safety or what linebacker was coming before the line was even lined up. He knew what they were doing, and it showed. They had their way on offense for the most part, at least in the first half. Second half, they stalled. So definitely some things to work on. MJ, I think Rodgers needs to get it out a little faster this week. Hey, yeah, if he plays within the system, they'll be fine. But you know him. It's hard to break old habits, and he's made a Hall of Fame career on extending plays and making splash plays. So I can't blame him, It's something we all would like to see a little more, but it is what it is, right? Dylan Clark in the house. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shoot me a DM, my brother. Let's chat it up. Let's chat it up. What else we got going on here, Gabriel? Nice setup, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Moved into my house about 2 years ago. So this is 2 years in the making. Just kind of polished it up for the season a few weeks ago. So I'll take a video of the whole thing and post it. So I'll give you guys a little shakedown of the office here. My place. I'm down here every single day, all day working, doing my thing. So thank you for the kind words, my man. Smitty over on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. I really appreciate it. That is where I plan to be going live from here in a few weeks. It's a lot easier. So if everybody watching on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It's so much easier. It's got all the comments in one place. I can throw your comment on the screen, and I read all the comments. So for the most part, throw your comment on the screen. Your name's up there. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. So thank you, Smitty, for watching on YouTube. You the man. What would your recommendation be for a plan of attack against the Bucs on both offense and defense? Well, you saw how blitzing the quarterback did or did not do against Kirk. And then last night, the Eagles wrecked him by blitzing. I'm not so sure if that would be the recipe for Tom Brady because Tom Brady can read a defense better than anybody. Him, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers. It's going to be a tough game just because it's Tom Brady. So we need to run the ball, though, on offense. You saw how well it worked last game. You saw how well it worked on the game against the Vikings when we did it, which was very little. Run the ball, get the ball out quick, protect the ball. Because if we were playing a better team on Sunday night, if we're playing a better team, they're going to take advantage of those turnovers. And those just cannot happen. I get it if you fumble every once in a while. It's raining and they smoke the ball out. Okay, it's not supposed to happen, but or whatever. But a botched handoff, a botched snap, that cannot happen ever. And it shouldn't happen the rest of the year. So, Icy, thoughts on the Packers' potential wide receiver core when Love is quarterback one? I have no thoughts on that, unfortunately. I'm going to live in the Rodgers moment as long as I can because you never know when it's going to end. And when it ends, we may never see a quarterback as good as Aaron Rodgers ever. Not just for the Packers, in the entire league ever. It's going to be a while. So I'm going to soak it in. Soak it in. 2003, Amon Green and Davenport ran for 190 yards in Tampa. Hope Jones and Dillon repeat history. Hey, if they're a duo to run for that many or more, if there is a duo that can run for that many or more, I'll take those two. You saw A.J. Dillon last week laying down the smack in front of Aaron Jones for the touchdown run. Yeah, they're stud duo. Are they the best duo in the league? Maybe. Maybe them, Chubb, Hunt. I'll take Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon over Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt all day. They complement each other very well. Curious what Rodgers was thinking after that deep pass to Watson. Saw him shaking his head. It's to Aaron. What is up, my buddy? My buddy, how are you doing? Are you referencing the one in week 1 to Christian Watson? I'm sure he was thinking, hey, catch the ball. I laid you an egg, or I laid you egg in the basket, and you didn't come down with it. So I'm sure that's what he was thinking. Thank you, Aaron, for the question. Good to see you, buddy. Haven't seen you for a couple days. Where you been? Where you been? WS. Let's thank the Eagles for embarrassing the Vikings. Yeah, I was talking to my grandma, actually, who lives up in Wisconsin, in Wisconsin. She was telling me, hey, how about that Vikings game last night? Were you happy watching that? And I said, heck yeah. I'm a big Eagles fan whenever they're playing the Vikings. Back in the NFC title game a few years back. And then last night, big Eagles fan, and they smoked them. So my grandma loved it. I loved it. So thank you, Philly. Aaron, busy, my guy. Hey, I get it, my man. I get it. So whenever you're free, shoot me a DM. Chat some football and hang out. When you're free. You're busy. You got the kiddos. I get that. So last week, Aaron, my 1-year-old, we were in the hospital Tuesday through Friday. We were overnight in the hospital. She had a fever, some other stuff going on. Came home Friday. Man, I was exhausted. Still kind of catching up on sleep-ish. She's still kind of getting the swing of things. So, yeah, I get it, my man. Those kiddos, man, they drain you. They drain you. Excuse me. Smitty was at the game this Sunday with family from South Dakota and loved the environment. What is your take on special teams 2 games in? Smitty, I love the special teams 2 games in because they're not playing catastrophically bad. They're playing average, and that's all I want. You know, you can want them to be great. You can want them to be good. But if we have an average to a subpar unit last year, we win the Super Bowl. And I hope that's the case this year. If we have a subpar average unit, I hope we can win the Super Bowl. That's where I'm at. Let me ask you this, Smitty. I saw some conversation today about the Packers not doing the Go Pack Go chant during the game. Did you notice that? I've been to plenty of games myself, and yeah, I noticed the Go Pack Go chant. I wasn't at the game on Sunday, so if they didn't do it, maybe I would have noticed it. But yeah, did you notice they stopped doing the Go Pack Go chant on 3rd downs? I know they did that a while ago, and then I'm not sure if they didn't do it at all. But yeah, I saw some people complaining. So let me know. I also saw a guy, a Packer fan. He got headbutted by a fellow Packer fan for not sitting down. And he said the scoreboard was saying to get up. But we still have those fans, man, that say sit down. Like, you know what? If you want to sit down, go home and sit on your couch. Like, good grief, people. That's, every fan base has things that are a little wrong with them, and that's one of the things for us. So either way, I'll be up there for the Patriots game, and I am pumped for it. So if you're gonna head up to the Patriots game, shoot me a message. Let's link up. Let's get a drink or two and hang out. So I'm gonna call it a night though for Rob's Table Talk. As always, it was a blessing to talk with you guys once again. I'll be going live every single day, Monday through Friday, just to talk it up with you guys. So if it's something you enjoy doing as well, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You can find it, my Instagram bios, GP Daily Twitter, gpdaily.com. Type in GP Daily on YouTube. You'll be able to find it. I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, whether it's my personal at Rob Westerman3 or at GBP Daily. Shoot me a message. Shoot me a tweet. I'm always down to chat Packers anytime, any day. Thanks again for joining, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you.